Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Shermaine, aka Terramagan, is coming at y'all with some more Titanfall. And in this video, we're going to talk about a campaign in Titanfall 2. And I probably will make more than one video on this specific subject about Titanfall 2 as more news comes in and stuff like that. As like a fucking dumbass, I couldn't get in the window for some reason. But Waldo made a video the other day talking about Titanfall 2 doesn't need a campaign. Doesn't need a single player campaign. And I disagree. I think that it doesn't have to be exclusively single player, like the typical Call of Duty Battlefield type of deal that we get. But I do think there needs to be a campaign, a much better campaign than we got in Titanfall and the original, this Titanfall. I definitely think that having a single player campaign will do a lot of things for Respawn. It will please the community, the other community. It will please them because a lot of people for some reason think that every single game needs a single player, a multiplayer, and a third game mode. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Ever since Call of Duty started doing it, that's the gold standard for some reason in a lot of people's minds. So it'll please a lot of the people that are unhappy with Titanfall. It'll also if it's decent, it'll be a good step up. It'll really be a good step up. And when you think about what Respawn did in the past with their campaigns, I mean, you think about Modern Warfare 2. You think in this fucking guy over here. You think about Modern Warfare 2. You think about COD 4's campaign. Like, man, they were great. They were great. My favorite campaign by far is probably Call of Duty 4. It seemed the most realistic and most believable to me. It wasn't this over-the-top, action-packed World War III type of deal that now almost all the games are, shifting towards. It felt so real. It felt so lifelike that these events could actually take place, and I really liked that. And you think about all those memorable missions. I mean, shock and awe when you're flying over, whatever city it was, I can't remember, in Call of Duty 4, and you're in the chopper and you're shooting out the fucking grenades, and then the nuke goes off, and then you walk out and you die. Like that was amazing. Or the sniping mission with Captain McMillan. Oh my God, everyone remembers that. That mission was unbelievable. That mission was awesome. The first mission in Call of Duty 4, where you infiltrate the ship. Then the storm hits and you have to run off and jump. Like, they had great missions. And I don't really remember a whole lot of Modern Warfare 2, but I'm pretty sure someone can fill me in on the great missions in Modern Warfare 2. These people are easily capable of creating a great campaign, a really good campaign that has great sections, that mixes it up, and they could do a good job. I really think that they could do a good job if they decide to go ahead and create one. But that remains to be seen. I don't even think it has to be exclusively single player. I might have said that already. I don't quite remember. It doesn't have to be exclusively single player. It can be multiplayer. But honestly, if they want to do another online campaign with players being able to play as the enemies, then it just has to be done right. It really has to be done right. And I think it's kind of difficult. I really do. I think it's really kind of difficult to do that right. I think their best bet is to do a campaign that is just co-op, that you can have up to 4 pilots going about a mission or something like that. And don't make it to where they feel like multiplayer matches. Make them feel like actual events are unfolding, because they are capable of creating a great story and memorable missions. I really feel like if they can do it right, which they've done in the past, then it can be a good thing for Titanfall. It could be a really good thing. For me, and I know for some people, maybe not everybody, obviously Call of Duty, its main selling point is the multiplayer. That's what people play it for. But back in the day when the campaigns were good, it was cool, man, because to me, when you have story, when you have context in anything, in a shooter or in a fighting game, it makes everything that much more memorable, and it feels like you actually have a mission to do. You know what I mean? So, especially in a new IP, I feel like a good campaign and story will help give a motivation in a way to continue to play, in some respect, and not in a whole, you just want to play because you are a pilot. No. It's not like that. But I feel like the mythology and the lore could really be explored. Like even in the article in the last video, they say they want to expand on the lore. If you can give a good solid story and a great multiplayer experience to back it up, which I know they will create, then it feels like more of a complete package, which that's what a lot of people were complaining about. And this Titanfall, it'll be a more complete package. People will complain a lot less, and if it's a great story and a great multiplayer, then you just shut everybody up. You know what I mean? You just shut everybody up. Theoretically, in a perfect world, that probably still won't happen, but I feel like when you give players context in a multiplayer game, it's a really good thing. Whenever there's story, there's history between two characters in a fighting game, it makes that fight that much more, has so much more substance. Imagine if the rivalry between Scorpion and Sub-Zero was never explored. All you would know them as is just two ninjas who have different color uniforms. That's it. But because we know of the bloody, hate-filled past between the two, it makes every fight, whether that's like AI versus AI, a story mode or online, it makes every fight like you want to fucking kill this guy. You want to beat the shit out of him because, if you're Scorpion, he fucking killed your family, which he didn't, but he fucking killed your family and your clan, so you need to seek redemption from him. And then if you're Sub-Zero, aka Kuai Liang, we'll take in this example, you want to fucking kill Scorpion because he killed your brother and mistook him for a different person, so your brother wrongfully was murdered. You know what I mean? And then it makes every action feel like it matters. It feels like every punch, every move you do, it feels like it matters. And I feel like if that is done right in a campaign, in any game or any sort of story type of deal, then it just improves the multiplayer as a whole. I really do believe that. They said they're working on small exploratory things, but when you see expand on the lore, I mean, I don't understand how that means almost anything else. It probably does mean something else, but what else could that mean? They could create great missions with completely different environments from maps, and imagine having great set pieces to freely play as you want. It'll be similar to Halo, where it might be a linear campaign by trade, but because you could wall run over everything, combat would never be the same, and it won't feel like a linear campaign. And especially we're in a universe where these dinosaurs are fucking as tall as skyscrapers. Oh my god, you could have great set pieces with dinosaurs in them, or whatever they are, the flying, the flyers and stuff like that. You could make for a very interesting campaign in an interesting universe with some crazy ass shit happening. I might make another episode on this. Most likely I will. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Shemaine. I'm out. Peace. Have a good day.